Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Krisan and today we're going to be talking about the seasons in Korea and the Philippines. Korea has a lot of different seasons and I just wanted to share how different it is with the seasons in the Philippines because each country is situated in a different part of the globe. There are different seasons all year round and I'm sure some of you would love to know what are the different seasons in Korea and what you can do in Korea because there are a lot of different things you can do with each season that comes. At the same time, I will compare it to how we have seasons here in the Philippines as well. Korea has 4 different seasons. So that's spring, summer, fall, and winter. In the Philippines, on the other hand, we could have something like 4 seasons, like hot and hotter, wet and wetter. That is the going joke about our seasons. But we actually have technically 3 seasons. Why? Because there is the tag-init, which is the summer season or the hot season. Then there is the taglamig, which is the dry, cold season. And then there is the tag-ulan, which is the rainy season. I just want to share with you guys if you're interested to visit Korea on different times or if you want to visit the Philippines in different times, you know what to do and depending on whatever season you come here. Don't limit yourself, but of course there are the best seasons to go and I will mention it. So let's start off with Korea. There is spring. So spring, this is the time when flowers bloom, when winter has just ended and we're transitioning to the warmer periods. And this is when a lot of flowers bloom, so as they call it springtime. Korea is very well known for this, which is their cherry blossom season. So cherry blossom season happens from March to April. There are so many places to see cherry blossoms. Let me just name it down for you. So there's Jeju, there's Gyeongju, there's Hwage, Yoido, and then the Lotte theme park. Actually, there are quite a lot of places to find this. They also have a schedule when the flowers bloom in specific areas, so you can definitely check that out. Or the plum blossoms, which bloom a little bit earlier than the cherry blossoms. It blooms in mid-March. Apart from watching the blossoms, bloom in full bloom, take great pictures, I think spring is a great time to visit Hangang River or go to parks. Especially theme parks are very popular during this time, like Lotte Theme Park, Everland. They decorate the park in more flowers because it is the spring season, so it's a great time to visit all those gardens and all that. And next up is summer. So summer, I would say, is also one of my favorite seasons. It is known to be very humid in Korea. I know in the Philippines it's hot, but I heard it's even hotter there. When I was there, it wasn't that hot. It was okay. So what you can do there is you can go to water parks. Korea has so many water parks. They have Caribbean Bay, and they also have Ocean World, but I'm sure they have so much more. And in these parks, there are a lot of slides and you're cooling in the water and all that. It's a great time to go with friends and family as well. A lot of fun festivals. I've heard about all their festivals there. I know they have the Boryong Mud Festival. I think mud festivals. They have a lot of music festivals. They have a Chimak festival, which is like a chicken and beer festival sort of thing. And then they also have the water bomb festival, which I know so much of because a lot of idols go there and everyone's doused in water and stuff. Also, another great thing to do during the summer is to visit the port cities. So these are the cities that are situated near water, near the ocean, which is Yeosu is a great place. It's a port city, as well as Busan. A lot of people like to go to the Busan beach and near that area because it's near the ocean. Fall. You may think fall might be quite boring, but fall is actually a really pretty season in Korea. It's because of the fall foliage. If in spring there are the pink blooms of the flowers, in autumn there's the orange and yellows and browns of the leaves that are happening everywhere. Thing to do during this time, it's a great time to go mountain hiking. The best time, it says here, for the fall foliage, because it also has a schedule, guys. It also has a schedule. From September to October 17 or mid-October is the best time to find these fall foliage. You can see this at different mountain sites or national parks. There are quite a lot. So there's Jirisan, there's Nejangsan, there's Bukhansan, there's Odesan, and so much more. Another special place to note is Gyeongju, because during this time, there's also a lot of fall foliage. But the great thing about it is that there are a lot of heritage sites very nearby. There's like the Anapji Pond, and then there are temples, and there are like heritage sites. There's an observatory. There's just so many things you can check out, and you can also take really pretty pictures as well. Lastly, there is winter. So I would say the worst time to go to Korea out of the 4 seasons is winter, because it's very, very cold in Seoul, very cold in South Korea during this time. But don't worry, there's still so many things you can do there. One is ice skating, because it is cold, so you can definitely go ice skating now. So there is Lotte Park, which is a great option. Other is the Seoul Plaza. If you guys like ice skating, great time to go. Visiting places like Nami Island and the Petite France area. I know these are very, very popular. Nami Island, I would say, is very pretty during fall, winter. Also because it's a very well-known place because of Korean dramas. But apart from that, it's just very picturesque in general. So I would suggest that. Another thing that is really great to do, which is skiing. Skiing is very well loved and very popular during the winter seasons. I've seen a lot of idols do it. I have friends who have gone skiing over there. And have I gone skiing before? Yes. But not there. It was all the way in Canada. But it was still so much fun to do. So skiing is definitely one of it. There's so many resorts over there, and you can definitely try it out yourself. But in the Philippines, on the other hand, we do have 3 seasons, which yes, we are known for our beaches, but there are a lot of other things you can do depending on the seasons that you come. Rainy season happens from June to November, and this is when we experience a lot of typhoons, a lot of something we call habagat, or monsoon rain. It's just so much weather here. There's just a lot of rain, so it's very extreme. It can be very, very hot, but at the same time, it can cool really quickly because of the rain, and then it will feel very humid again. One thing's for sure, there's a lot of water. Unpredictable. The best thing you can do during rainy season here is to go to the Visayas area, which would be somewhere where it isn't as wet. The Visayas area, people from Visayas, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from my research, it says that going to Cebu or the Visayas area, Iloilo, all those other places, it won't be as wet or as dense of rain in that area. There's the Mascara Festival that happens in Bacolod. I remember going to that. It was a rainy season, but it was still really fun. So it's like a parade of different masks, and everyone wears masks. So it's kind of like going out to the street, Halloween, but you're in casual wearing masks. It's a really fun time to go with friends. Halloween is celebrated in different parts of the world. For me, the culture of Halloween here is like when it's Halloween, everyone wears costumes. You will not be looked at differently, especially during Halloween weekend. Like, I remember doing it with my friends. We were just dressed in Halloween costumes, like going to different restaurants, and then we went to drink a little bit. No one thought it was weird because you are like looking and you see like a person dressed as a cat walking down, and you see someone dressed as a zombie. So it's really fun. I recommend tourists trying to go here during Halloween. Stay safe. Like, don't get too drunk. In the next season is the dry, cold season, also known as taglamig. So during the season, this is from December to February. So this is during the holiday seasons here. So there's this running joke, when it hits September, Christmas songs will start playing. I kid you not, the malls actually do that. When it comes around November, December, that's when the weather's actually so much cooler. It's a great time to go to the mountains. 100%. I have a lot of friends who go hiking during these times because it's so much cooler, and it's so much easier to go around. Because imagine if it was really hot and you go hiking, it's a little bit harder. Of course, at night it gets really cold, but that's part of the experience when you go mountain hiking, especially during the cooler months. It's also a great time to go to Tagaytay, the city located at the mouth of the Taal volcano. Like, it's around that. It's on that ridge. It's really cool there. There's a lot of fun places you can go to there. Baguio is also another place. It's a mountainous province, so it does take a while to get up there. But there's still a lot of like great things to check out there. Like, there's Mines View, there's the forests, there are museums there as well. So there's a lot of great places to go to. And there's also the Baguio Flower Festival. That is one of the things things I really wanted to do when I would go up to Baguio, because they really go all out with these festivals. It's really fun to watch. There's also Sinulog in Cebu. And Sinulog in Cebu, again, as you know, with a lot of festivals that happen, I think, anywhere around the globe, there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of partying. But apart from that, there's also, you know, the celebration of this one. Sinulog is a celebration of the Santo Niño. My cousins live in that part of the world. I've never had my sinulog yet, but I have a lot of friends who say it's so much fun to go. After the cool season, there is the tag-init. Tag-init season is the summer season, or the hottest season around here. It reaches the temperatures up to, this year it was like around 40 degrees, I think. It's a great time to go to the beaches. So the Philippines is your oyster. We have so many beaches here. You can go to Palawan, you can go to Cebu, you can go to Iloilo, you can go to Siargao. There are just so many places you can go to the beach here. Foreigners know the Philippines for our beaches. There are also a lot of great places to go to for festivals as well. There is the Pahiyas Festival, Flores de Mayo Festival, which is also something to do with flowers, and we parade through the city. I think it holds a lot of religious and cultural history to it. A lot of foreigners have not seen something similar to that, so I think it's a great thing for you to experience if you do happen to come here. It's also a great time to do water sports, by the way. So there's surfing in Siargao, there's Kamsur, which there's a lot of water sports there. The inflatable island, which I've never gone to before. You can definitely have a lot of fun while you're here. If I were to choose having 4 seasons or having 3 seasons, me personally, I would rather have 3 seasons because I do not fare well with cold temperatures. I get cold very easily. But if I were to visit a place with 4 seasons, I wouldn't mind. The best time to go to Korea would definitely be autumn and then spring. The worst time to go to Korea would have to be winter and maybe the hottest times of summer because it gets really, really hot there. In the Philippines, on the other hand, the best times to come here, I would say, have to be the hot summer season because there's, again, if you're a person who loves the beach, loves to travel and explore, it's a great time to do so. And the cold season is great for people who are more like me. It's a festival every day here when it's Christmas. The worst time would have to be the rainy season because it's just wet all the time. It's just raining all the time. Those are the different seasons in Korea compared to the Philippines. And I just love to know what you guys thought about it. If you were to go to Korea, what is the season you would love to go to Korea and which is the season you would love to go to in the Philippines? Please comment that down below. Also, if you have any fun experiences in Korea or the Philippines during a certain season, do comment it down below as well. I would love to know more about it. I'm just getting this information. I don't know everything. I am not Google. So if you guys know some stuff about things to do in Korea during certain times or things to do in the Philippines during certain times, comment it down below. I would love to know more. So that is it for today. Please don't forget to give this a like, a subscribe, and click that bell for updates if new videos come. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel, and I hope to see you later.